Hello everybody, my name is Nemo and welcome back to another Magic video. It's been a while, but we've got Magic the Gathering Duels 2015 is out right now. So I wanted to just bring up a video here because I know you guys have been waiting for videos from me, and just wanted to let you guys know that I am indeed going to be making videos for Duels 2015, and yeah, the main reason I wasn't uploading is just that I wasn't really feeling it. Is my excuse. Well, it's not really an excuse. I just, got bored of Duels 2014, and I felt like if I was gonna make videos that I should, continue the series I was working on, Winner Swap, and the deck builds. There were like 2 decks left, neither of which are interesting, so it's not really a big deal that I didn't do those 2 deck builds, because those decks, I mean, whatever. The deck free decks. So basically I just, it's my own fault. I should have just done some videos on different games or something like that, because if you're not interested in doing something, then it's just not gonna sound genuine. It's not gonna be entertaining, or at least not as entertaining, and I'm not gonna be entertained doing it, and I'm not gonna be interested in doing it, and I'm gonna just basically not want to do it. So I should, just make videos on what I want to make videos of. So lesson learned, I'm gonna say. But either way, Duels 2015 is out, and it is gonna be interesting to see what kind of decks we can make with this, because we finally have free deck building. So for those of you who don't have it yet, like you're waiting to buy it on Xbox One or something, because I heard that's delayed, let me quickly go over what the various options are. So you've got your single player here. You've got the tutorial, of course. Terrible voice in the tutorial. I was basically forced to play through it, or at least one level, I don't know. But either way, complaints about the tutorial aside, that I shouldn't even be playing that. The campaign is interesting so far. It's basically kind of the same thing as the last one in terms of storyline. But you've got these different encounters here leading up to one big one, and you've got the explore options. So you've got the one explore node for each plane, and once you're done with the rest of the plane, you can play here to unlock the rest of the cards that are in that plane. And you can basically unlock like most of the game. I'm gonna say like 80 to 90% of all the cards you can unlock just by playing through it, and that is my plan to do. And then there are some cards that are just only premium content, which you can only get by actually paying for it, which I'm not a fan of that, but that's the way it is. So let me actually look at the card collection for you here so you can see. So here are all the different cards. I'm sure everybody who is as interested in the game as I am will have probably seen all of them already. But yeah, here's the premium content, which is the cards you can only buy, which I have done. I'm not a fan of premium content in a game like this, because I am a fan of everybody having an even setting, an even ground to fight on, so to speak. It's not that bad with these, because most of them are aimed at making a silly deck, or a theme deck, or a monocolor deck, or a deck that isn't dual color work. So for instance, Stoneforge Mystic is of course for a theme deck, but also helps out if you're gonna be playing mono white. And then there's all the Paragons, which you can find here, which are very much designed at making you able to play a competitive monocolor deck. So each color has one of those, and yeah, like there are some powerful cards in here, but you don't need them to be competitive with the rest. It just depends on what kind of deck you want to make. You can easily make a dual color deck that doesn't require any of these. So it's not like people who have the promos are at an advantage in terms of how powerful the deck is going to be. It just means that they're going to be an advantage in terms of how many different kinds of decks they can make, for the most part. Of course, something like Liliana Spectre is always going to be useful in most scenarios. And let's see here, like Guruk's Pack Leader is probably going to be useful to pretty much any kind of deck. Darksteel X is going to be useful to any kind of aggro deck. So there is some stuff like that. but most of it, like Darksteel Ingot and of course Maelstrom Archangel, are meant for decks that use more than 2 colors. Kozilek is a very specific strategy if you want to play him, and it's not very likely. I mean, it probably won't be a competitive option to actually play Kozilek, or at least not until some DLC comes out with more ramp or something like that. And other than that, yeah, you don't need these cards to be competitive, like I said, but they are nice options, and you want to be able to build as many decks as possible. So, it's not terrible that they've done this, but I am not a fan of premium content, so instead of just buying all the cards like I used to, I actually only bought the premium content, because I do want to have the cards, but I didn't buy the unlock stuff. So in terms of how much money I spent, I probably spent like the same amount I would have spent on any other Duels game, except this time I've got to unlock some cards. But the unlocking process, from what I've heard from the iPad users, isn't going to take as long as it has in the past, so that's alright with me. So other than that, you got your help and options, you got the player profile, your extras, your store locator. All of this stuff should seem familiar to most of you. Let me actually go to the options real quick, because I've been playing against the AI and I need to yeah, I've got it set to mage so I can unlock some stuff faster. I'm not really too interested in playing the AI anyways. Weird. Why was that on 50? Whoops, my bad. I shouldn't change the refresh rate while I'm recording. That wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done, but yeah, so basically all the stuff here. Don't know what subtitles are for. Most of this is just stuff that, you know, depends on whatever your preferences are, although I would say don't play with zoom cards ticked on or combat animation ticked on in multiplayer, because people are going to be annoyed at the long waiting times. Simplified targeting needs to be off, so you can shock your own creature if you so desire. Hold priority is a good idea to have it on, so that people can't know when it automatically skips your turn that you don't have any sorceries or creatures you can play. Browse entire library unless there's a reason to keep it on. You probably want it off. Depends on, you know, I don't know if there's any card that makes there be a reason for it to be ticked on. Then you've got auto resolution. Probably want that on. Depends on the cards as well, but the most likely thing is that you probably want it on, so things don't take forever. Then you've got auto land. If you want to adjust your lands in your deck editor, you want to tick this one off, in case you haven't found that one yet. Good to know, right? For the blockers automatically, I don't advise keeping this on. You've got always use optional abilities. Yeah, like 90% of the time it's not gonna matter, and it's gonna be faster to have it ticked on. But for those 10%, I want it ticked off, so that you know, I don't draw out my library or something stupid like that. So that is basically it as it comes to the settings. All of this is just how to learn how to play stuff. So then you've got the decks. I only have one deck, and we're going to be taking a look at that because I'm going to be playing an online game with it. So let's see here, edit deck. So this is the deck that I am working with. It is a red-green deck, as you can see here. Named it Barbaric Moss, because he would be proud of it. And I'm mostly playing green, 21 and 11. And I'm playing like 20 creatures, 16 other spells, and 24 lands. There we go. So, got some Kiln Fiends here, Active Treasons. Like I said, I haven't unlocked all the cards yet. All I've done is the Innistrad plane, and I haven't done the Explorer nodes yet at all. So, I'm mostly working on, you know, the cards you get at the start and some premium content. And a few boosters that you unlock if you play through the Innistrad campaign levels. I hate how it just one click on it and goes up or down on the aisles. I suppose it's like grocery shopping. These two are aisles, whatever. So yeah, basically we've got some stuff that combos a little bit with the Kiln Fiend, and you know, creatures that like to deal some damage in there, and we've got two Warstorm Surges, and we've got some stuff that combos up well with that, like the Elder of Laurels, and we've got the Titanic Growth here, and we've got some ways of drawing cards. some hexproof stuff, some ways of pumping our creatures, and you know, having our creatures fight other creatures. You know, the stuff that green-red decks like to do, basically. So, just included some of the best cards that work with this kind of deck, and you know, we'll see what happens. It's like I said, it's not the most amazing deck, and somebody who has all the cards unlocked, who just paid for everything, is likely to beat me, but it's not like this deck is super helpless either, so we'll have to see. Hopefully we find someone else who is in the same boat as me, who likes to unlock the cards, but did pay for the premium content, and we'll have a fair fight, I suppose. But yeah, I mostly wanted to upload this video just to let you know that I'm still around and kicking, and you know, have a first video for this game. So, like I said, the deck isn't amazing yet, and that's just the way it is. So, let's see if we can find somebody here. Custom match. Sir Dino. Sir Dino, will you play with me? Looks like no. Alright, good to know. We still have trouble joining games, because that's always fun, right? Okay, well, a few ages later we finally found a game, and I'm holding one creature. And I can't zoom out well, so... yeah, I don't like this for a starting hand. I do have forests and mountains, but I'm gonna mulligan here. Oh, nice. This is much easier. No land here. Well, I feel like this is gonna be better than the average 5 card hand, so I'm gonna keep it and hope I draw a forest, because otherwise I'm kinda screwed here. Alright, well, we drew a forest, so that's good. Yeah, I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised by the mulligan bar, or the progress bar on the mulligan being much more noticeable, because I always fall for that shit. So he is playing Rakdos apparently, or at least a deck that has red and green in it. So I could play this dude and block with it, or I could play the Wandering Wolf. Yeah, I don't really know if I want to be aggressive or defensive. I think I'm going to choose defensive, because he wouldn't be playing this card unless he is probably a more aggressive deck than I am. So let's go ahead and click continue. Although it is a bit of a shame. If I could play Wandering Wolf followed by this guy, I could make the Wandering Wolf bigger, but anyway, so he can now sacrifice creatures to his Bloodflow Connoisseur, which is pretty good. Obviously I'm going to block one, he's going to sacrifice it, and he's going to hit me for one with the other. Don't know if that is really worth it for the 1 damage. I would have waited and attacked with all of them next turn, but it doesn't really matter that much, I suppose. So I currently don't have any beasts in hand, so these are not that useful to me. Also doesn't really help to. Who kind of guys are one of those guys, so just gonna play the Wandering Wolf and I think pass the turn. Not like I can really attack into that, because he will just eat his other dude and eat my dude. This way I can try to double block and get blown out. Don't really consider that an option, unless he doesn't attack, then I suppose we're fine, right? Alright, so yeah, I guess we just play an Advocate and say go. This is a beast, so that is nice. We've got a hexproof guy that, as long as these Advocates stick around, is going to grow bigger, although we do need to draw a land for that. He's going to play Act of Treason. Alright, he's going to hit me with it and then sacrifice it. So that is unfortunate. I'll just take damage, so I don't want to lose even more creatures. Yep. So this is the sacrifice Act of Treason kind of deck. Pretty nice. He should include some undying creatures, unless he already has. This isn't really gonna do too much for me just yet, because he can just grow his creature pretty easily. So let's play another Advocate. Hope he doesn't also kill that one, and say go. We're both... Oh, he drew his 4th land. Never mind. I was gonna say we were both at 3 lands, but that is not the case. Well, interestingly enough, if he acts of treasons my Advocate of the Beast next turn, then he doesn't have to attack with this guy. So it's kind of funny, right? Because this guy has to attack unless you control Advocate of the Beast, which is, of course, hilarious. Alright, so I can Lightning Talons one of my guys, but if he steals it and then kills it, I'm not too happy. So I suppose I can, of course, just Lightning Talons my least important dude. Which would be this one. I guess I will, because I do need to be able to block him at least. So let's say go. As long as he doesn't have removal, I'm fine. If he gets to 5 mana, he probably has a removal spell. Then it's going to wreck me. Yep. Well, there's a shock. So that already kind of wrecked me. We are certainly stuck on mana. I wish I could have played this much earlier in the game. I suppose he will attack this turn. Well, he has to attack with this dude at least. And he's also bringing that guy. So if I double block it, he just eats 2 dudes. And then kills my 2 dudes. But am I okay with that? Like I probably am. I need to do some. Well, no, I'm gonna say go because this Advocate is too good with Primal Hunt Beast, but I don't think I really have that much time, so that is the issue here. Time is the issue. Well, we've got a Titanic Grove, that's something, I guess. Maybe I can get him somehow with that. I have to be on the defensive, of course. Well, let's see. This is at the beginning of his upkeep. Draw card unless I sacrifice to do a pay free. Yeah, so I'm probably just dead anyways to his flyer next turn. So he can take 5, I'm dead to his flyer. Let's see. This one blocks here, this one blocks there. And then we do this. And then he finally lost the guy, but it's just too late. Yeah, I mean, I'm not drawing any lands, so I can't do anything. I mean, lol. That's the best I can do, and then take 7 damage and block this dude. But there is no out for me next turn either, so I'll just lose 3 life. Here, kill me. Go ahead. Can I type? GG. What a weird text box. It's all grey. So that was the removal spell, Flash to Dust. The removal spell. The main removal spell that's in black. 5 mana card. Well, first game I'm defeated, but hey, what can you do if you don't draw land, right? I can't rematch the guy? What? Seriously? What? What? For real? Wow, that is... Really? I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that. Well, I'll see you in the next match. See if I can draw some lands. Alright, well, the matchmaking is still slow as pustules, and I actually... Let's just make sure I don't screw up on mulliganing here before I continue speaking. This is good enough, I suppose. It's pretty darn slow, but I'm gonna keep it because I do have the Primal Hunt Beast with Hunt a week, which hopefully will do something. Of course, that is a turn 4 and turn 5 play, and yeah. then I need to play an enchantment instead of dropping the dude, or I can drop Garruk's Pack Leader, whatever. The longer he doesn't do anything, the better it is for me. And there is a 2-drop that I'm just going to play here. Oh, actually, I can play this next turn, so if he doesn't play a dude, maybe I can draw a card off Triumph of Ferocity. So yeah, matchmaking is still as slow as it's ever been, and I actually got my game actually crashed on me as I was trying to find another match. So that is not a cool thing. That is not cool, bro. Alright, white black. So I assume this is like a control deck or a life gain centric deck. That was a life gain centric thing going on with white black. So if he's like a control deck, then this should help me out, drawing me more cards, because hopefully that means he's not playing many creatures. Well, there are some creatures. Also, this guy has hexproof, which is sweet, and it's bigger than both those dudes. So yeah, hopefully this is going to work to let me draw some cards before he can deal with it, and then we should be, set to draw more cards with these pack leaders and stuff like that. So I'm actually not unhappy to be playing against white black here, assuming that's the kind of deck he's playing. Okay, well, actually it looks like he's playing tokens, triplicate spirits. All right, well now. It's a 6 mana spell, but you can convoke it, which means you can tap creatures as well as lands to play the spell. So right now, with these 2 creatures and the 4 lands, he has access to 6, let's say, resources to play the spell, and it makes 3 spirits, as you can see. So that's what the card does. Let's zoom out, please. All right, we've got a Prey Upon and another Triumph of Ferocity. If I had another forest, that would be nice. I think instead we're just going to hunt the weak here, and I'm gonna kill one of his spirits, because I'm thinking he's gonna try and kill me through aerial combat. So hunt the weak here, make my guy bigger, as well as deal with one of his spirits. And I suppose we should stay back, because he likely has a faster clock on me than I do on him at the moment, and I do have card draw going for me. So there's also Sanguine Bond, another reason not to take too much damage. Whenever he gains life, I lose that much life, so that is not a happy occurrence. Let's see, so maybe drawing 2 cards again. Still no land though in those 2 cards. I'm really getting screwed on land. There was 24 lands in it, so that is strange, peculiar. It does mean I can only play 1 spell a turn right now, and that is kind of lousy. I think I'll just play the Triumph of Ferocity, because as much as I hate taking a turn off from doing anything, it means that I'll be drawing more cards and hopefully more chance to draw a forest in the upcoming future. Or at least some kind of land. So he's gaining 4 life here, and I'm losing 4 life. That is pretty big game right there. And another flyer. Well, I don't think I have much reach in this deck, so that is a problem. I also am not running Planeswalker right now, because I don't have any cultivates in the deck yet. So if I had that, I could run Planeswalker, which could help me in this situation. Alright, well that... Okay, so... Alright. I get to deal with 2 of his creatures here. I'm just gonna main phase it. There you go. Now he only has 1 flyer. The rest I can block. And the reason I play Volcanic Geyser main phase at this point is because I don't know if he has any buff spells that could save his dude if he has his mana open. Alright, so now this guy is flying. So I've used Volcanic Geyser and a Prey Upon and a Hunt the Weak. I don't have that many removal spells left, but I do have some. It sure has a lot of flyers, and the longer it takes me to deal with them, the more chance that this 1/1 is just going to kill me after I deal with the others. So let's see here. Mold. Oh, I'm just gonna play Mold Shambler. That works. That deals with his enchantment here. Although I could have also used it to deal with Sanguine Bond, but I know this for sure is gonna kill me, and I'm not so sure about the other things. Think I attack here. He's out of cards at least. It's gonna... Okay, I'm happy with that. Exchange. So now he is out of cards and I still have a lot of cards. So that is a good thing. He has a 2/2, I have a 3/3. And he stopped decking. So now it's time to just kill him before he draws anything that can finish me off or gaining so much life that I die from that. Or, you know, stuff like that. Oh, well, Warstorm Surge is going to be useful in that regard. Yeah, let's just start off by playing that, and then Elder of Laurels next turn. That is a pretty nice combo, and I'll just deal with this thing before he gets some kind of enchantment, like the Cobbled Wings again. And now I can start by smashing for free. Damage here. So with Elder of Laurels, I can actually use his ability as the Warstorm Surge is resolving and dealing more damage than I otherwise would. So that's the idea here. Drawing cards, drawing cards. Of course, none of this is me abilities, so yeah, Warstorm Surge. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, deals damage equal to its power to target creature or player. So I'm gonna deal some damage here. To him. And we'll just play Wandering Wolf. Deal some more damage to him. I'll play the Kiln Fiend. I guess the 1 damage can go to the token. Just in case. And then we'll play a Dark Steel Axe. And I can attack here. So there we go. Well, I haven't really done the math, but next turn I play this, make himself bigger, and add 5 power. So that's gonna be 7, and then I can probably just finish him off. Well, if I have any pump spell for my Kiln Fiend or something like that, then I can probably just finish him off next turn. So let's see what happens. Looks like he just played a land. Well, Act of Treason, and that should do it. Let's play that first. Makes Kiln Fiend bigger as well. And then I have just the right amount of mana left to do this and use Elder of Laurels. Although, honestly, I mean, whatever. GG. Well, we were in some trouble, but I certainly took over this game with the card drawing and stuff. Just everybody in. We're playing Gruul. I mean, we want to do as much damage as possible. Bruh! Don't mess with Borborygmos. Or something like that. -6. Deft Duelist, so I assume that just means that I won my first game online, because I actually didn't play online yet. Let's save that for the recording. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos of this game. I hope to just unlock the cards as fast as possible, get to some more interesting decks and stuff like that, but find this pretty interesting already. I mean, the combos you can see with the combos with Warstorm Surge, those are real. Those are pretty fun. So, yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. My name's been Nemo. My name will still be Nemo next time. See you then.